I just spent over $1,000 trying out these different AI headshot generators to see how realistic results you can get so that I will save your time and your money. And I also tried out the free solutions so that I can compare those. In this video, I will show you my results and I will also give you some discounts to the best products. And by the way, you don't need to type anything out yourself. You can just click the links in the description for your convenience, and there you will also find the discounts. And yes, I know I could have spent $1,000 way differently, but this time I decided to use it on AI. So let's start going through these tools. So as the first one, this is my favorite one. It's called BetterPic AI. And when I have this side-by-side comparison, you can see that here's a real headshot of myself and here is one that the BetterPic AI created for me. And here you will see more results. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference, variability in lighting, clothing, different poses, different environments, and I truly love it. These all look very much the same as I do. So these are, almost all of these are something I could use on my social media. Then let's move on to the next tool. So we have HeadshotsByAI, and this tool also created super realistic images. So here's the before and after image, and here you will find some more images. And as you can see, we have these coffee shop style headshots that look a bit more artistic and a bit more soothing, but then we also have these studio quality professional images that I could use on my social media as well as my professional network. And you've got a lot of images right over here, and I think that these are the most realistic ones when it comes to the image quality and when it comes to the lighting. So these are a bit brighter and even a bit more like crisp than the images that I just showed you by BetterPic. But then again, these ones you have to settle with, so you can't edit these, because on BetterPic you also have these human editing capabilities where you can actually just select an image, click on human edit, and describe what you want to do with that image, and then the BetterPic team will actually take care of that so that you will end up with at least one good result. So here you can only, with the Headshots by AI, you can only download your images. But then let's move on. So then we have ProPhotos AI, and this one also creates super realistic images that are very high in quality and very sharp. And perhaps the only thing I noticed that when I look at these a bit closer, my skin looks a bit too smooth to be real. So there's definitely something artificial going on when you zoom in a bit closer. Here we have some more images. So you have all these, you have also these coffee shop style casual images. But then you also have these super professional and realistic AI headshots in a casual attire as well as in a suit. So these are really nice. And then next we have InstaHeadshots. This is also one thing or one tool that I really love. So we have these super realistic selfies. So I think that this is one of the best selfie generators. And if I show you more results, you can see that these are mostly selfies. And the founder actually told me that the reason why I'm seeing a lot of selfies here is because I simply used a lot of selfies in the inputs. So when I trained this AI, I sent a lot of selfies. But still, these other tools didn't do that. So I think that this one is the best selfie generator. And I wish I could use some of these back in time, like 10 years ago when I was posting, or 12 years ago when I was posting to Instagram. And then let's move on to Aragon AI. So this is also a nice AI headshot generator that has gotten a lot of hype during the past couple of months. I think this is actually one of the most popular ones out there, but to be brutally honest, these results are not quite there when comparing to these other tools that I just showed you. So if we check more results, these are kind of intense, if you know what I mean. So I think that the model is doing some kind of overfitting or whatever you want to call it, but they are trying to get clever with it. But I think that they are trying to get too clever because I look very intense, and actually here I'm also showing middle finger to the right hand side. So I don't know. These are good. Some of these are really realistic, but also these are very, very intense and dramatic to my liking. So that's why it's not higher on the list today. And then we have a PortraitPal. This is actually one of my favorites, but this is more for like artistic use cases, I would say. If you look at these images, well, here's the before and after with one of my favorite images. But if you look at these have like this kind of a, I don't know what's the filter called. Is it sepia? But nonetheless, you have this kind of sepia filter. So there's a lot of brown vintageness in these images, and in that sense I would say there's a vintage vibe. So yeah, these images are like super calm and soothing, and you also have this kind of coffee shop vibe, artistic vibe as well. Here you have some more formal images with a suit on. These are really cool, but the problem I have with these is that these are overly smooth. So if you zoom it in, you can actually see that the skin looks way too smooth to be a real skin, and that actually gives it away. So even on this image you can see that the skin is way too smooth to be a real photo. And then let's move on to DreamWave AI. So this is also a popular tool. I wanted to include it on the list just to show you that although these images are really good, but I would still say that these are a bit, I don't know, I look a bit tired in every one of these images, and also these images are way too smooth to be real images. So this is the exact same issue that I see a lot with these AI art or AI headshot generators. So yeah, my skin looks artificial, and in some of the images my lips are also a bit off, and my teeth especially. But yeah, I like it. This would have been impressive 2 years ago, but if I'm brutally honest, these days this is not even close to what these best AI headshot generators could produce. And then as I would say kind of an extra mention on this list, we have the Multiverse AI. So this is also something that was really impressive like a year ago, but these days it has fallen a bit behind when I tested the custom feature. But because I included, or the reason I included this on the list is simply because it has this custom prompt section. So here are the results that I have received from the Multiverse AI team. So in a very similar fashion to these previous tools, the Multiverse allows you to upload a bunch of images, and then it will generate you those AI generated headshots. But on top of that, you can customize those. So you can literally tell the AI what you want to see. For example, here I have told the AI that I want to create a selfie of me wearing a red shirt in Spain during sunset, and here we have those images. And for example, this one looks really realistic and really cool, and I think that this is the only tool that allows you to do this. So you can actually tell the AI what you want to do or what kind of an image you want to create. So this is unprecedented, and that's the reason I wanted to include it on this list. But as you can see, the model is producing somewhat fake and artificial looking images, so that's why it's not higher on the list. And then last but not least, we also have a free AI headshot generator. So this is probably something that you have all been waiting for. And right now I will show you the before and after. Here's the real me and here's the AI version of me. And unfortunately, this is not even close. So this is definitely like the worst AI headshot generator by a mile. So yeah, you have some characteristics. It is reminiscent to me, but it's not even close. So this would have been also something that would have been impressive like 2, even 5 years ago. You could have sent one of these to your friends and they'd be like, wait a minute. But these days it's not even close. And I actually generated a bunch of images. It is relatively quick compared to these other AI headshot generators. So if you use, for example, let's say BetterPic AI, you will have to wait for at least like 45 minutes to get these results. And that's actually the case with all these other AI headshot generators that I showed you in this video. But with Supawork, you get it done in 30 seconds and you only get 4 images. But yeah, as I said, these look kind of cool, but these are also something that I would have expected to be possible like 5 years ago. But the quality in these BetterPic AI headshots, this is something that is unheard of, and this is something that I think that I didn't really expect. In fact, I took this exact image that you see here and I uploaded it as my LinkedIn profile pictures. But yeah, remember to check the links in the description. You can find the best deals there and you can find some discounts. And if you ask me, my top recommendation is BetterPic AI because it allows you to edit those images and the results are super realistic. And also, this is a good one for teams because thanks to these headshot editing capabilities, you're guaranteed to get at least one great image for each team member that you can then use on your website and wherever you basically want, and it will be uniform across the board.